Our city under siege coverage continues tonight. Crime taking center stage on Capitol Hill. A House Judiciary Committee hearing on how the rise of crime is affecting victims. Stephanie Ramirez was at that hearing tonight.
There was a lot of finger pointing today, especially at U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves, who was not there in person. But as you can imagine, this hearing got very political, and at times it got very real. We heard from the Valor Brew Pub owner here who spoke to being attacked inside his business by an armed suspect with his 4-year-old son there. And he also spoke to the suspect in the case getting a plea deal. Now, there are people out there noting that the prosecution asked for the highest amount of time for that suspect according to the plea deal, but the judge went even lower. No matter, this is how the business owner is responding.
What I would change in the process, if I could, is that the DA simply make his staff do their job. I mean, how can you not win the case I had? Like, what else do you want? I mean, the only thing that could have made this case more sensational is if I got shot.
This video from that assault was played in today's committee hearing. Pub owner Gaynor Jablonski and at least 2 other victims of crime testified to how they are frustrated that the suspects in their cases either receive plea deals or lenient sentences by judges or no sentence at all. Some of what we heard today in the some 2-hour hearing is not new. Republicans blamed Democrats for being soft on crime and not supporting police. Democrats blamed Republicans for not supporting gun reform measures that could impact D.C. gun violence. D.C.'s deputy mayor for public safety spoke about the ecosystem. The police union chair blamed the D.C. council and rhetoric for stopping recruiting and making police jobs harder. Something new did come from an expert with the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation. The expert proposed handing the embattled D.C. crime lab to the ATF or FBI and also moving the juvenile division to the U.S. Attorney's Office. At the end of the day, both sides did seem in earnest to want to address why D.C. has not been able to lower violent crime when other cities have. 2 Northeast and Southeast community leaders told me that's a plus.
I do think that the idea of collaboration is something that's always been talked about at the low level, but it's important that, it trickles up, in this case, and not down, and that real collaboration happens, not just, the lip service that's given to it.
We have people on the Democratic side and the Republican side who put their testimonies on record. So you just can't put your testimony on record and then not follow through with some type of solution.
The deputy mayor for public safety spoke after saying that they do not want the D.C. crime lab or the juvenile division to be handed over to the feds, that D.C. needs to have more control, not less, to address the issues in this city. That's also the argument for D.C. statehood. The U.S. Attorney's Office did also issue a statement today saying that their goal is to get justice for victims. We were also told in the hearing that the number of people arrested and not prosecuted, that number is going down in the district. Guys?